Welcome to Here Now, a season of audio theater from Keene Company. We're an award-winning nonprofit theater in New York City, championing identification and connection through stories about the decisive moments that change us. I'm Jonathan Silverstein, the artistic director, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to 1993 by Finkle, the first production in our season of audio theater. Join us in embracing the virtual off-Broadway experience. Take a moment to find your seat, silence any distractions, and lower your house lights. It's time to settle in for a night at the theater and enjoy 1993.
Previously on 1993. Well, let's focus on things that are more realistic, like you and me. What's your name? Steven? Did you know my last name is Flowers? Byron Flowers, and I'm meant to deflower you. You can move in with me. You want me to move in with you? You don't even know me. You'll move in and we'll get to know each other. Here's a key. I think I will take that key after all, Byron. Welcome to 512 East 5th Street. 512 East 5th Street. It has 4 floors and 7 apartments. On the second floor in the front is Loreena, who the entire second episode is about, so you meet her soon.
1993.
And now, the last lonely nights of Loreena. Tremor. Steven, I'm glad I ran into you and Byron the other day. I wouldn't even have known you two were together since the fucking New Year. Byron's been keeping you his little secret. We're not it's only been 6 weeks, but you're happy. Yeah, sure. Fuck, Loreena, this radio is so old. Is it valuable? Well, it is to me. Because my grandma's Giga. It's a 1933 Philips 634 AM radio. It was her most prized possession. And now it's mine. Fuck, I miss her. Fuck, I'm so fucking old. Cheers. When's your birthday? July 24th. Leo with Cancer on the cusp. Masculine and feminine in perfect unison. Close your eyes. This explains why you take so well to this fucking makeup. You're gonna be the belle of the gender fuck ball. Who are your people? My people? Where are you from? What's your background? You're a mystery to me, that's all. I don't really talk to my family. I get that. Both Byron and I came to the city to escape our pasts, too. Can you make that vampy flip on my eyes? I need to seduce. Seduce? Who? No one. Everyone. Everyone I meet. I want to look dangerous and wild. But I like your sweetness. You still got some of your baby fat. You're so young. You have such a baby face. That's what I'm going to call you from now on. Baby face.
Fuck that.
Baby
I hate that.
You got the sweetest little baby.
Everyone always says I have a fucking baby face and I hate it. Stop. Stop.
Don't worry about your fucking face, dude. It'll catch up to you. Look at my ratted out piece of shit of a face. Do you know that I'm the oldest person at work? Fucking food prep, Windows on the World. Same shit job I got in 1980. Loreena, can I tell you a secret? About what? I was lying before That's Byron. I told him to pick me up here. I'm gonna go hide in the bathroom. I want to make a big entrance. Wait, your secret. Oh, never mind. I'll tell you how it goes tonight if anything happens. Nothing's gonna happen anyway, so put on the heels. And I hung your dress up on the shower. And be careful not to touch your face. Who's there?
The boogeyman. Now open the damn door.
Smells like weed in here. If I'm home, I'm smoking something, baby. You want a hit? Yes. No. Yes. Well, what? What do you think of him? He's great. He's young. How much do you know about him? What are you insinuating? I'm not insinuating anything. I just want you to be careful. Careful of what? No, he's great. There's something. If you have something to say it. I'm happy for you, baby. Well, good. Because I'm happy too. And speaking of happiness, where is my little sweetie?
I'm in the bathroom. I want to make a grand entrance.
He wants to make a grand entrance from the bathroom. Okay, darling, but let's not take too long. I need to be at the tunnel early in order to prepare. Oh, tonight is the sneak preview debut performance of my first single, Sixes and Sevens. I'm having a rebirth. I am no longer Byron. I am Byronic. Stephen came up with that for me. Isn't it wonderful? Am I being ridiculous? I am. I know I am. I'm being ridiculous. And I don't care. Ta-da! Well, how do I look? You're beautiful. Hey, this is Finkle, just jumping in. Hello. A couple things. First, I wanted to clarify that the night of this episode, or where it started, is February 25th. The second thing I wanted to bring up was that Stephen and Byron are off to the gender fuck ball at the tunnel.
And I wanted to just be clear that I don't actually know if the tunnel ever had a gender fuckball. I don't even know if that's something they would have really done. I don't really know a lot about the tunnel, to be honest, and this was mostly because it was all the way over in Chelsea, and way West Chelsea, because it was on 12th Avenue between 26th and 27th Street. And it was a big club as far as I can understand. I just wasn't my scene. I mean, Chelsea wasn't my scene. And starting in the late 80s and then even the 90s and the aughts, like Chelsea was sort of like, it was really about appearance. Like, I always equate Chelsea to me to 8th Avenue between 14th and 23rd Street. And like, I would just call that like the avenue of scowls. Like, you know, you couldn't walk up or down that avenue without being looked over thoroughly and approved or disapproved, you know, like, and frankly, I was always not good enough. And maybe that's my problem with it. I was never good enough. But it was really so much about, you know, the body and what your body looked like specifically that it made me very uncomfortable. And it was really like the counterpoint to the kind of life I was trying to experience or imagining I was experiencing in the East Village, which to me felt really queer and outsider and dangerous and political and transgressive and intellectual and visceral and artistic. I really identified with that at the time, and I think I still do now. I also think this culture of appearance thing is so interesting to me. I was just reading this article in The Atlantic, which I'm name dropping, but I actually never really read The Atlantic, even though I find articles and stuff online that I enjoy by them. I don't read them consistently, but everything I read I like. So that's all I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying right now. All right, I'm just going to keep going. So I was reading this article, and it was about this idea of sort of where do these ideas of masculinity and physical beauty come from, and how do we, you know, how as a society, specifically gay society, do we uphold these images that aren't always, you know, inclusive or aren't inclusive at all. And that this idea of the muscle body in the 80s and 90s amongst men was sort of this way of countering AIDS. It was a way of saying, well, if you're really fit and really muscly, you can't be sick. And then I think about a little later in the 90s when we start to have these circuit parties all around the country, these big parties that are essentially supposed to be, well, they're fundraisers for AIDS organizations and for AIDS research and support. But the parties themselves are not and were not body inclusive spaces. They weren't really about embracing all of who we are. Okay, I've gotten, you know, that's just something I'm thinking about today. So anyway, let's get back to the story. It's about an hour later. Loreena is still at home, or she's at home, and she's in the midst of her evening ritual.
Blue is a revolutionary work conceived by Jarman while he was suffering from temporary blindness caused by AIDS. In 76 minutes, there are no visual images, simply an unmodified blue with a soundtrack of reflections, thoughts, and recollections spoken by John Quentin, Tilda Swinton, Nigel Terry, and Jarman himself. Blue marked a revolution in cinema history.
In the pandemonium of image, I present you with the universe blue. Blue, an open door to soul, an infinite possibility becoming tangible.
Blue is based around a pencil diary, which I've kept. And about last August, I got an eye infection called CMV, which destroys your sight. So it is actually about that. And it's the centre of the whole film. I'm continuously going back to hospital and they're looking at them, and then from that all sorts of things happen. It branches out into other stories. It's a sort of Scheherazade, you know? They're telling you the stories, and of course, because there are no images, you can be as free as you like.
Blue transcends the solemn geography of human limits.
It all started years ago, this film, like all film scenes. Another loop, in a piece.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Turn on. Turn on. Turn on. All right, calm the fuck down. This isn't the end of the fucking world. I'm gonna go to bed, and after work tomorrow, I'm gonna get it fixed. I'm not gonna be able to fucking sleep. I should take a sleeping pill. I used to have some. Expired in August 1991. Expiration dates are bullshit. Take it, Loreena. Just take the pill and wait. I haven't really eaten anything. The pill should kick in quick. Get the water, take the pill. Should probably set an alarm to wake up on time. I don't have a fucking alarm to set. I should call in sick, then I can just sleep in and get Giga's radio fixed. I'll lose my job if I don't go in tomorrow. I'm already on probation at work. Fuck you, Carl. Fuck this piece of shit job. Fuck it. If I fucking save some money, I wouldn't have to go into work tomorrow. I'm a fuck up. Fuck. Now I'm all pissed off. I'm pissed off, and Giga's radio is broke, and I'm going to be in a shit mood all day tomorrow. I don't even know where the fuck I'm going to take this to be fixed. Okay. It's been a fucking half hour, and I'm not feeling the slightest bit tired. I don't think this pill is gonna work. I'm too fucking anxious. I'm not gonna be able to sleep at all without Giga's radio. I need to get this fixed right away. Maybe someone will come over and fix it. At 11:30 at night, I doubt it. Well, maybe there's some fucking 24-hour place somewhere. I mean, there's got to be someone, somewhere, nearby who's up and working. I don't care what I have to pay. I want this fixed tonight. What the fuck am I even looking for? Repairman? Lock? 24 hour. Handyman. Radio repair. 24 hours. Pick up.
Car and checking in for the first time is
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing right now. What the fuck am I doing? Going to fucking Jersey City? It's after midnight. The guy thinks it may be an easy fix, though. I don't have cash to pay him. Fuck. I'll figure that out. I'll give him my credit card number. I don't have good credit, but he won't know that until the morning. And by then, I'll just send him a fucking cashier's check or some shit. Jersey City. Should take another 10, 15 minutes to get there. Then maybe I'm there, or 45 minutes? God, I hope it's quick. Then I'm heading back home. And then what? Well, I probably won't be able to sleep, but I could try. I'll just fucking lie in my bed with Giga's radio on and I'll listen to something and rest my eyes. And then when I get home after work, I'll just fucking crash. Hey man, would you put on WORD, the Dream Station, 88.8 on the dial? I'm listening to the game, lady. As a passenger, I have the right to ask you to put on whatever radio station I want, and you have to do it. Look, lady, I'm driving you to friggin' Jersey City. And your point? My point is, you're already pushing it. Fuck you. You want me to pull over so you can find another cab? Sure. Fine. Pull over. Fuck you. And take a fucking shower! Good job, Loreena. Good fucking job. Now what? Now what are you gonna do, you fucking fuck up? I should just head the fuck home. No, fuck that. I'm almost there. Just get another taxi. Taxi! Taxi! Fuck it. I'll walk to the fucking path. I shouldn't have fucking done this. I'm an idiot. It's almost 1 a.m. and I'm wandering around in fucking Jersey City. It's like a ghost town here. Fuck. It's fucking cold. Where the fuck am I going? 22 Vroom Street. Vroom. Where the fuck is Vroom? Mal is the guy's name. I could call him. If I could find a payphone. Where are all the fucking payphones? Not that it matters, I didn't even have a fucking quarter on me. How am I gonna get back after this? I'm a fucking lunatic. I ran out of the house without anything. I didn't even put on a fucking winter coat. I'm gonna freeze out here. They are gonna find my body lying on the cobblestones, frozen to death, clutching Giga's radio. I don't even have ID. Unidentified, middle-aged woman found dead with old radio. Who'd even know I was missing? Fucking Carl, he'd probably notice. Fucking Carl identifying my body. Fucking Carl. Fucking Carl. Excuse me. Hello. Hi. Hi. What are you doing here? I'm lost. I need help finding an address. 22 Vroom Street? Not here. Go. Not here. Right, but maybe somewhere near here. Do you know this area? Maybe one of your friends? No. It is time for you to go. Something about this is not right. Something about this guy and the others. And a rider truck outside a warehouse in the middle of the night. This can't be good. This can't be good at all. Sorry to bother you. Act casual. And walk slow. Walk slow. Don't turn around and see if he's looking at you. He could have a gun. He could be aiming it at my head right now. I'm probably overreacting. but I'm starting to freak the fuck out. This is how things like this happen. This is how people end up floating in the fucking Hudson. I think I hear him following me. I'm going to pick up my pace. I'm going to move faster now. I don't even know where the fuck I'm going. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Should I scream? If I scream and no one hears me, I'm fucked. He's behind me. I know he is. Don't turn around. Run. 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 Run for your fucking life! Who's there? Who's there?
Did you have a radio growing up? Did you have a favorite station? Do you have a radio at home now? Or do you listen to radio stations on your computer or on your phone? Do you ever miss turning a dial? Do you ever miss dialing a phone? Or do you have a watch? Or how do you keep time? Or I guess, what is your relationship to time? Like, how do you mark time in your life? Do you look back on your life? Or do you believe you should never look back? Do you ever look back and wish you had made a different choice? Or do you ever look back and wish you had made a different choice, but also at the same moment realize that you wouldn't be where you are in this moment if you had made a different choice? What is the biggest mistake you've ever made in your life? Do you want to focus more on the story? All right, let's focus more on the story. Next time.
This has been episode 2 of 1993 by Finkle, directed by Jonathan Silverstein. All voices, music, sound, noise, and silence created and compiled by Finkle. Publishing assistance by Garrett Schultz. This performance is part of Key & Company's Here Now season of audio theater, led by artistic director Jonathan Silverstein. The season's audio consultant is Garrett Schultz. The Here Now theme is composed by Billy Reese. Enjoying what you've heard so far? Hit the subscribe button in your podcast app. And please take a moment to rate us and leave a review. Want exclusive perks, bonus content, and invites to virtual opening night parties? Sign up for a Here Now season membership. Packages start at just $1 a month. Looking to support off-Broadway theater artists? Make a tax-deductible gift to Key & Company and contribute to Stories of Connection. Learn more at www.keyandcompany.org. Thank you for listening. I look forward to joining you at the virtual theater again soon.